When you get older, chances are you're probably thinking to yourself, how the hell can I slow down the age process? Well, there is a new study from Harvard Medical School and Duke University School of Medicine, and they have found that humans can effectively de-age after recovering from stressful events. Here to talk about this, an expert in longevity for both pets as well as people, and the author of Peptides, Our Life, Lauriston Crockett, joining me on the program. Lauriston, good morning to you.
Ron, good morning to you.
Okay, so what exactly does this study show, Lauriston?
Well, basically, it's showing that the stress is actually producing cortisol and taking our hormones out of balance. And these hormones are basically peptide hormones. There's something called methylation, and methylation is affecting, it's a biochemical process, and actually regulates cardiovascular, neurological production, detox. And by taking this out of balance because of the stress of the system, and this is why we're aging fast with more disease, and I say stress is a killer. Well, we've been finding out that by peptides can actually stop, slow down, and reverse the aging effects, and the body has the ability, once you get into a stressful situation or say disease, to actually start rejuvenating itself. It all leads back to peptides and peptide signaling.
All right, Lauriston, so let me ask you, for those that don't have any stress in their life, are they going to be stuck by getting old, and those that are stressful may find themselves discovering the fountain of youth?
Well, yes, and the reason it comes back to is people start getting older and they start getting into a mindset that this is the way it's supposed to be, but it's absolutely not. Very quickly, I'm 64 years old, just had a beautiful son in October. I'm in the gym doing thousands of reps a week, practicing martial arts. My life is not changing because of choices that I've made with exercise, a normal diet, and also supplementing with peptides. And then you have to ask the question, why is that important? Well, have you noticed when we started getting past our 30s, our digestive system starts changing? And, again, why is that important? Well, the word peptide, everybody's heard about it, but it comes from the Greek root word peptos, which means digested. When our digestive system changes, our peptide intake changes. And, again, every cell in the body, 37.2 trillion cells, has a peptide. And this is how the body rejuvenates and communicates. And by this reason is the reason why we're having issues with aging and more disease.
So, Lauriston, changing the diet will actually help you out and turn back some time?
Well, we would like to think so, but we're finding out now that because our digestive system is changing, our body isn't able to produce the peptides that it used to. And remember, our body is fueled and communicates through peptides. So what we actually have found out is by supplementing with a peptide, our body is getting the useful fuel that we used to get because our digestive system isn't able to produce them like they did when we were younger men and women, and along with our pets also. I mean, I've worked with millions of pets all over the world, and we can take an old dog with these peptides, and seriously, a senior dog limping, has no energy, in a matter of 4 days, they start turning around. Well, the same thing happens with us, but it goes back to peptide communication, and this is what we're finding is the true fountain of youth.
Lauriston Crockett joining me. He is an expert in longevity for both pets as well as people and is the author of Peptides, Our Life. Lauriston has dedicated himself to researching and formulating products to aid in prevention and treatment of diseases, increase longevity, and speed up body rejuvenation. Lauriston, given the fact that Social Security is pretty much on life support, I think the last thing our government wants is for people to be older. That means they're going to be sucking more of the life out of Social Security.
Well, of course, what we want to do is make people start feeling good and rejuvenating and going, wow, it's great to feel good again. And you know what? What I'd like to do today is give people a key that they can start exploring this. I'd like to give my book away, Peptides, Our Life. Right now it has a 5-star rating on Amazon. You don't have to buy it today. Why don't we just give it away, and you can start understanding why peptides are so important to stop, slow down, and reverse the aging effect. And listen, if it works for me, it works for you. And we've worked with millions of people and animals all over the world. So why don't we give it away today for free?
There you go. Go ahead and do it.
Listen, all you have to do is go to genostim.com. That's GENOSTIM.com. You can download the book, and if you just don't want to read the whole thing, just look at different sections and go, oh, my immune system, my gosh, host defense peptides are the most broad spectrum antibiotic the body makes. It's a peptide? I didn't know that. How can you increase the lifespan between 10 and 30%? Have all these back to peptides. So go to genostim.com, download the book, and I'm sure you're going to find something interesting that will, reach your heart and say, hey, I need this in my life or in my pet's life, because we really believe that we're finding the answer and we're actually living it.
An interesting study by the Harvard Medical School and Duke University School of Medicine. Again, humans can effectively de-age after recovering from stressful events. The breakthrough shows that while stress can significantly age a person biologically, the body can naturally reverse this effect, lowering your chance of mortality. It's a fascinating study.
It absolutely is, and it all goes back, like I said, we live in a sedentary lifestyle, and one of the problems things we're addicted to these phones in our life and everything like this. What we need to be doing is get back out there again, put everything down, and quiet ourselves down. Walk 1 mile a day. If you just walked a mile a day, you need to exercise. That will help your health immensely. Eat a normal diet. And another thing is put down these vitamins and minerals that they're pushing everywhere. Everywhere you see, take a vitamin and mineral. Our foods are fortified. Here's the problem. People don't understand. These vitamins are byproducts of petroleum. Most of them, 98% of them, are not real. They come from China. They may say made in America, but as long as they're bottled here, they can say made in America. But the bottom line is they've even found sawdust and other things in these things. So if you're wanting nutrients, get it from your food sources. Eat a normal diet, and you'll be able to do that. Exercise, and just get away from everything. Turn everything off a little bit and watch what this does for your health, your mentality, your cardiovascular. Everything's going to start turning on again just by changing a little bit of your lifestyle. You're going to start feeling great.
Lauriston, thank you so much for coming on board. Certainly do appreciate it.
Ron, it's always great being with you.